Coming up next are the most up-to-date, the most recent, and the most current entertainment stories this morning. Hello and welcome to Tea Time. I'm Tokumbo Taiwo, and here in the studio with me is my co-anchor Ife Oshinke. Morning, Ife.
What's up, folks?
What's new? Anything new? Anything over the weekend? Anything?
A lot of things are new, but the particular one that caught my eyes this weekend is the fact that, what's his name?
Steven.
No, not the Steven Seagal story. That's on our lineup now. Come on, why are you letting the cat out?
I thought maybe that was because that happened over the weekend.
No, it's Kelly Hanson revealing that Don Jazzy got him arrested twice. Like, wow. And that just came in as a surprise to everybody because even though we knew that there was something going on between them, but we didn't know it was as deep as him getting him arrested twice and all of that. So yes, that's something new.
Shocking revelation from the weekend.
That's a shocking one.
All right, so moving on to our major first story, actress Omotola Jalade has come out to say movie directors can no longer afford her. Okay, so this is like coming at the back of Jim Ike revealing something like that recently as well.
You know, we were lashing out at Jim Mike saying he should get over himself and all of that. But for Omotola to say this, I think there's probably an element of truth in all of this. Like maybe this actors and actresses, they get to a certain level where they begin to charge a certain amount that movie directors and producers would find ridiculous. Like, why would I pay you such a huge amount of money when I can pay this up-and-coming artist less? You understand?
Well, you can't also blame them because you know at the end of the day, it's all about their name. And if their name comes on or is attached to that movie, the movie will definitely sell. So.
Like, I would rather go and see a movie that has Jim Ike, Omotola in the lineup than go and see some names I haven't seen, but no matter how talented they are. But I'd rather go and see that movie that has the star actors and actresses in it first.
But the producers should actually know this, so I don't understand why they're not paying up to...
You know, a lot of people in the entertainment industry believe that relationship is everything, not remembering that, look, these people have mouths to feed, they have responsibilities. You'll be like, oh, I've been working with Omotola for over a decade now, she's my friend. If I call her and I offer her 50,000 for this role, she would take it. But Omotola knows her worth. She knows how much she's getting paid in Hollywood because she has starred in some Hollywood movies already. And then she wouldn't want to take that chicken change, as you can call it, for starring in your movie when she knows she deserves better and she can get better, even though we are friends.
Yeah, but do you think people are actually offering her that? Because I would have thought that would have been like a slap in her face if they're actually offering her that low.
No, I'm not saying 50,000. Don't quote me.
Yeah,
I'm just saying like it's an example.
Yes, what I'm saying is that do you think that producer actually offering her lower than her standard?
I believe so, because if Omotola is coming out to say this, Omotola's own I can understand because we know how talented she is.
Are you saying Jim Ike and Omotola are on the same level?
Well, in my books.
Yes, they are not.
They are not.
Okay, all right, carry on.
Yes. So for Omotola to be saying this right now, obviously there's something she has saying, and we all know that Omotola is worth it. She's not just relevant in the movie industry, even as a socialite, we know how we view Omotola. Even the men, you know how much we love Omo Sexy.
So, but I have to say, I'm glad you even said that because I was like, I want to bring this up. We know her as Omo Sexy, and she has acted as Omo Sexy in a lot of her movies. You know, that I have no doubt about. But recently, having seen her in some of the some photos regarding, I think it was Joke Silva and Olu Jacobs' son's wedding when she was there, and you know, I was like, Almost Sexy is not Almost Sexy anymore. I'm telling you, sorry. But
wow. Togubo, did you just say that?
No, I just feel like she's added a little bit of weight. No, but listen to where I'm coming from. Because what I'm trying to say is that I am beginning to think that perhaps that could also be a reason. It's not just about the money. I'm thinking she has lost
the looks.
She's lost that sexy appeal. It's not like she's no longer.
Let's put it like this: she has lost the market value.
Ooh. And then I was thinking I was polite. Good heavens, you broke the table. You didn't even shake the table.
Well,
no, because the thing is, she still looks as pretty as ever. It's just that she has added a little bit
more
of
weight, a little bit of wrinkles here and there, a little bit of droppings.
She's not as sexy. She doesn't have that sex appeal like she used to. And I'm thinking perhaps we should take that into consideration. It's not all about the money. So she may be thinking, okay, it's because the money, blah blah blah. But I'm beginning to think that perhaps the producers are also looking at her.
Okay, that's also a factor that I didn't even consider at first.
Yeah.
But thinking of it now, yes, a lot of them are, look, you're aging, you're not as young as you used to be. You can't be charging us. We want to put you to act a 30-year-old woman, and then you're charging us, even though you don't look 30. It's more like we're doing you a favor. You get, that's how these producers and directors will be seeing it these days.
That hasn't changed in terms of their physique is
Genevieve. Oh, Genevieve.
And someone like Kate Henshaw. Kate Henshaw hasn't added like one.
I know, but if you look facially, you can tell that Kate too is aging a bit.
Yes, what I'm saying is makeup can cover all of that, but I'm talking about in terms of the physique. You know, Kate Henshaw doesn't have that matronly, like I have 6 children.
Yeah, but you know, Omotola has big bones. If you look at her, you can tell that she's not fat, but she's one of those thicker body kind of women and all that. So you can actually tell that she's adding weight. That's normal. That's normal. But I think she's still very sexy. Think it's normal. The last time when she was in Sierra Leone for the inauguration of the president, I saw her pictures and I was like, wow, Motola is still looking amazing. The last time we said a story about her not being a fan at the airport too. I went through a lot of her pictures. Then, although I haven't seen her, I've been in a room with Omotola severally, and I know her looks are really amazing. But I haven't seen her in a while.
That's what I'm saying, because the last time I saw her was at this Olu Jacobs wedding, and the pictures where I tell you, she went from almost sexy to, let me not say anything.
Mama sexy. She's no longer Omo. Maybe we should replace the Omo with Mommy sexy.
But I get what you're saying in terms of like she has more of an international recognition in comparison to someone like Jim Iyke, and everyone knows she's acted in over like 200 films. So in terms of her acting, she definitely
and she always delivers.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's another good
but
thing.
At the end of the day, I think I'm also in support of her because I think she should command the whatever she wants.
And you know, this could just be what has been going on because lately too, we haven't been seeing Genevieve in a lot of movies.
Exactly.
This could have been what was going on with all of them, not seeing Genevieve. Yesterday, I saw Ramsey Noah, by the way, you know, and they were looking really good. And I'm like, that's true. I haven't seen Ramsey Noah in a movie for a long time too. Where have they been?
No, I think Ramsey Noah has been acting because, like, it's just that maybe, like, we don't focus as much as we used to back then. Before we were like, oh, Ramsey Noah's in this movie, let's focus. But now, I think he still does one or two, not as much.
But you know, a lot of them now know their market values, and then, like you said, the international recognition, they know that, oh, this is how much I'll be getting paid in dollars if I have to go and do a movie in Hollywood. So they're trying to put themselves on that pedestal, so it's cool.
Alrighty, time for a quick break. When we return, we'll be bringing you scoop on fast-rising Nollywood actress Demi Lovato, aka Debbie Show. We'll talk about her when we come back. Stay here.
Could you please sign your autograph? Sorry, your signature.
My search is over. All I have ever wanted, I found in you. Everything that I need, I find it all here. Delivered with love to me. That's why I trust you totally. 'Cause happiness has set me free. I am happy. I found happiness. My heart beats to the beat of my conga. I've searched and found what makes me happy.
Conga.com, Nigeria's largest online mall.
Welcome back. It's tea time on Plus TV Africa, and we're about to bring you our next story, which is this one on Debbie Shokoya, aka Debbie Show, who says she can't stand men wearing the same boxers twice. Okay.
There be show. Go and pay for adverts. Go and pay for advert and stop insulting men, because this thing now
It's a PR stunt.
it's a PR stunt, because she owns a lingerie store
company.
and not company. Who does
really?
company?
It's
She
just a
only
store.
sells
Oh, I
pants.
thought she was the actual
She sells
designer herself.
underwears. She
Yes.
sells underwears,
The way
both
she was talking
male.
about it, I thought she was the designer.
No,
doesn't
she
design
sells
it.
briefs, she sells pants, she sells bras, she sells things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So if you want people to patronize you, I don't think you should now force your opinion and say you can't. Who cares about what you stand and what you don't stand in
No,
the
but the
first
thing
place?
is, this is not the first day I've heard something like this. I think women always talk about it and say.
Okay,
that
so, okay, I want
she's
to put-
also saying that it also applies to women, that it's not just men. So
That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, this is an advert
yeah, for her
our shop.
shop, yeah,
Yeah, you call this shop?
because she's stating the obvious. It's one of those.
Yeah, it's one of those things that we know, man. Are there even guys that repeat their boxers?
Oh, come on now! If you know you do this on a regular basis.
Me?
Ouch! It's like. All right. I
Okay,
take it
Tokubo,
back.
I want to ask you, how long do you wear your boxers? Do you change your boxers on a daily?
Supposed to. You're supposed to. So.
So you are supposed to,
You're supposed to,
but
so-
do you?
You are cracking me up right now.
You are
So,
supposed to.
Yes.
Do you?
You didn't even answer me when I said this. You didn't say
when
you didn't defend. you didn't-
okay. Let me tell you this. I change my boxers on a daily.
Why don't I believe it?
I have ladies that will testify to this. Okay,
No, but
but the
seriously, back to-
difference is,
yeah,
okay,
back
back
to-
to this is,
Yeah.
I do change on a daily.
Okay. Just for the record, in case you're not aware.
When I do like very strenuous, maybe I go out and I know I'm going to be under the sun and then I sweat there. But you see the days when I'm just at home, my AC is on and I'm just on my bed and when I wake up the next, I don't feel the need to change my boxers. I'll probably wear the same thing because I didn't go out of the house.
Okay, thank
Do
you very
understand?
much for being very honest. So, like you were saying. Why are you laughing, Ife? Go on.
Tokubo, don't put me on the spot now.
I'm not putting you. I said, let's move
Come on, back me up here, my brother. Why are you trying to make me look dirty?
Oh, Lord
Back
Almighty.
me up.
No, seriously.
But
Yeah.
the issue is when men actually go out, some of them go to the farm and come back, wear the same boxers, you do this, wear the same box. That's where the problem lies. But
Yeah.
I don't think it should be that much of a, well, see, I'm
A
stuttering.
big deal. Yeah.
It shouldn't
Because,
be that much.
okay, let's not talk about ourselves. Ife. Maybe that will make you feel more comfortable. Let's talk about other men. You know.
Okay, so
Well, you know that there are some men who do, just one day, one boxer a day. There's some men who do
yeah,
one
like me, I
boxer.
do one boxer a day.
There are some men who do one boxer for 2 days. And there's some men who actually go as far as a
A
week.
month.
I think a month is too much. It's way too much.
I read the comment and one guy was talking about his roommates, how his roommate would never change his boxers until he get bust under. And but wait, come on, why are we even talking about just men here? Haven't you seen girls that wear the same pants like for a week? They will deny it. They will say it's not true, but we know these things happen. There are girls that when you take it off, the thing will be so, you have to divide. You have to peel it off their skin.
We're not going to go there, if seriously. No, but I find that hard to believe.
Yoruba call
You
it
know what?
patagigon.
Where is Lakme when you need her to come and defend the women? Because I'm trying to sit on defense and it's like it's not even just happening.
No, but let's be real, yeah. There are
Yeah.
women. I think for women, that should be the issue. For men, we don't have any fluid coming out. We don't have anything.
If
staining.
you need to get graphic.
No, it's not graphic. This is hygiene. Let's teach people about hygiene.
That's
Now,
why I find it hard to believe what you're saying. Actually, I think the most that they will, if at all they repeat.
Tokubo, don't fall my hand. Don't.
No, I understand what you're saying, but it's never for too long. It's not that 1 week that you're saying. Or is it 1 month you just said?
Okay, at least let's say 5 days.
Even 5 days.
Monday to Friday.
I think,
One pants Monday to Friday. Then they will wash on Saturday. And then repeat the cycle. Honest. What about the bra? Okay, let's even forget the pants. You've not seen girls.
That I can understand. Because
there are girls that they
you know
have only 2 pairs of bras.
You see what? You see why I'm even saying this? Because sometimes these women wear sleeveless, and you can actually see dirt marks.
Yeah,
I'm like, seriously?
yeah, you'll be wearing a white
Seriously?
bra, and then when they raise up their hand, you'll be seeing brown strap, and your bra is white. What's happened to your strap?
If you're too observant for your own good.
Well, I can't help it. I'm just saying.
Back
So
to this story. So
Yeah.
back to this story. Are we in agreement? We're just going to conclude that.
Well,
she's
we're
doing
in
it.
agreement
it's
that men-
No,
Okay.
no, I mean her. We're talking about Debbie. So in terms of, this is a PR stunt for her shop.
yes, this is the PR
Okay.
stunt.
All right. So we're going to.
They
agree
want
on
to
that.
make me buy boxers from you. By the way, I'm going to buy boxers today. Today, I'll buy boxers.
All right then. So we're moving on. This weekend, Hollywood actor Steven. You know what? I always get confused. Is it Seagull or Seagull? Because some people say Seagull and then some people say Seagull. Anyway, Potato, you know who I'm talking about. He was appointed by Russia as a special envoy on its humanitarian ties with the U.S. Okay. So I was like, this is very interesting.
Very.
This is like a veteran actor, we would say.
Yeah.
You know, he's acted in a lot of martial arts movie, you know, and this comes like all of a sudden. Though I
And he
know
has
that in
broken a lot of
2016
bones too.
He has broken a lot of bones, yes. And I know that in 2016 he was given Russian citizenship.
Yeah, dual
because when I
citizenship.
read the article, they were saying the Russians were saying he's an American citizen. He's an American citizen. I was like, no, he's not. You know, let me quickly double check.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, yes.
Yeah, it
originally
became
he's
a
American.
Russian citizen in 2016.
Yes. So this is, and what's also interesting is the fact that they've said that, you know, it's not even a paid position as well.
Yeah.
So he's doing this out of his own free will. Good.
Yeah, but I think it should because he's a citizen of both countries, and then I think no one is better because the United States Embassy also tweeted on this saying that he has become the representative for America-Russia humanitarian ties and all. So I think it's a good thing, and it doesn't require payment. I'm sure it's going to come with a whole lot of other benefits like peace talks, like all that. I'm sure it's going to travel
What
around the
they said
world.
is that he was actually doing it before now. Because what he
it
was
just
saying
became
was that
official.
It just became official. So it's like he has been even doing it right from the get-go. You know, so this is really, really quite interesting. Do you think that he'll be able to do the job well, knowing that we have Trump as the American president and knowing that we have Vladimir Putin as the Russian president? Do you think that he will be able to like?
The position is humanitarian ties. Who else is better for the job than a very popular face that people
No, I'm not
know
doubting
already?
that,
So I think he would be able to do the job well. I don't think he would face any difficulty because he's equally loved in both countries. So yeah, I think it would be.
You think he'll do a good job?
He'll do a great
because
job.
I think like the Russians have a very strong standpoint when it comes to politics. The Americans also have a strong
and they are
I'm
usually
thinking just one
opposing.
person in between them is going to require a lot of diplomacy.
In between them on just one issue, humanitarian. So yeah, I think it shouldn't be that much of a big deal. Maybe if it was on political ties ahead, then maybe we'll start saying, okay, there will be some form of challenges for him. But in this case, it's just one issue. So
but the thing is, then again, you know that the Americans have to listen to him, you know, and I'm beginning to think that will the Americans not take into consideration like his past? You know, there's been lots of sexual allegations against him in the past. Do you think the Americans will overlook that and listen to him?
Well, the Americans are really forgiving, especially when you are remorseful and you turn a new leaf. And from all the things that Stephen has been doing so far, you can tell that he's trying to be a better person, a better man, and knowing the Americans for who they are to be quite forgiving, especially about the stars. They tend to forgive the stars a lot. So I think, yes, they would move on from all of that controversy and let him do his job.
All right, we need to move on this. Do you have any final words on...
Congratulations to you, Steven Seagal, and then we just hope you get the chance to do a good job at the end of the day.
Because it's going to turn out horribly wrong if it doesn't.
Yes.
All right, still to come on Morning Tea Time, the very latest scoop on Demi Lovato. We'll be right back.
Sounds like you had a good time, sir.
I'm having a good time, having a good time. I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I'm burning through
With over 500 flights every day, Emirates brings the world together through Dubai. Fly Emirates for a world of good times.
Welcome back. It's tea time right here on Plus TV Africa, and we're moving on to our next and final story, which is on Demi Lovato. For the first time since her apparent overdose last month, she has actually come out to give a statement. So this is quite interesting because I was thinking we are not going to hear from her until maybe much later.
I was even expecting to hear from a representative first or somebody from her family. But the fact that she came out so soon on social media, I think that...
because her spokesperson spoke the very
very first time
when the drug overdose, and that was when she was saying that they should give them time,
privacy,
for them. So this is quite interesting, and it was a lengthy piece of. She tweeted on
Instagram. Yeah, she posted it on Instagram.
So, and she was thanking her fans and even thanking God for her life,
thanking God, thanking her family, and saying that she has been vocal about her drug addiction for a while, and she's definitely on the road to recovery. And then she thanked the fans. She took the opportunity to thank her fans, her family, saying that without the love and support she's been getting lately, she probably wouldn't be able to get out of it. So yes, I think it's really commendable that she's, apart from the fact that she has been owning up to this, even now that she has relapsed, she's not making excuses for it, she's not ashamed of it, she's trying to be a better person, which is something I've always admired about her, because she wants to be a better person. She actually doesn't want to be an addict anymore, so she's trying her best, but she's only human. And she called it a sickness. He said it's not something that you can just get over. You have to continuously conquer the addiction. So, yeah, we can understand. Although I can't relate, but I understand. What is the truth?
You're being very diplomatic there. Anyway. Demi Lovato, like you said, it's a sweet gesture that she's come out to actually speak to her fans, because she could have gone through her spokesperson, which she didn't do. She went directly, and I think she's very overwhelmed. She's very overwhelmed in terms of the love and support that has been pouring in from the get-go. You know, so for her to actually come out, you know, and issue a statement, I thought that was really sweet. And she's still owning up to the fact that she's not perfect. She's still battling with this stuff, you know, and that. But let me ask you, do you think by any chance that on the way this is going, because like she did it for 6 years and then all of a sudden went back, do you think that she would actually, this is a demon that she can actually overcome?
Well, she's enrolling into a drug addiction program. Apart from getting rehabilitated, she's also going to be doing that program. She also reviewed that in one of her tweets, Instagram post, sorry. And so I think she'll be able to get over this. There are people that actually do get over. Last week we spoke about the Fela's ex-band member that was hooked on heroin and cocaine and all sorts of marijuana for 10 years. And now the guy is a pastor, owns a rehabilitation center and all that. So people can actually get out. So it's just 6 years.
But we have to take into consideration, though, you know, areas where people live, because like here in Nigeria things are not so as rampant as in the West, because there in the West, even if she comes out now, before she goes to go for a party, before you know it, someone is luring her back into that, you know, kind of lifestyle again.
And then she can afford it. She rolls with people that can afford it, so money isn't the issue here. But with the Fela's band member, it was probably broke. You had to join, you had to go into armed robbery to start sustaining his addiction.
And then here you can avoid places, you can say, okay, I'm not going to go there again, I'm not going to go to that place, where I'm not going to hang out in places where I can have easy access. But you see, with Demi Lovato, she has such a huge social following, such a huge social lifestyle. Unless she's actually coming out of rehab and saying, okay, she's not going to go to these parties again, because I think when she comes out, when she's sober for a period of time, the first party, I tell you, is just like temptation. It's going to be like temptation to her, and I think that's going to be, even if she's strong, at least in the first party, maybe over time, like we said, she may do 7 years, who knows, or she may do 10 years, and then all of a sudden...
Well, we just have to stay prayerful for her and just hope that she doesn't get hooked on that lifestyle anymore because obviously, I don't think if it happens continuously, people will still be giving as
That
much support as she's getting now because it just seems like it's something you want to do because if you really
it's just
want
like
to,
it reminds me of Lindsay Lohan. She's been back and forth, and one time Oprah told her she was not even serious.
Yeah, nobody cared. After a while, people wouldn't care anymore because they just feel okay. It's a deliberate thing because you feel you always get that support.
I don't think it's deliberate. I think sometimes it's
but sometimes you have to try hard enough if you really want to stop something. But I know it's not easy.
Exactly.
But if you really want to, look, there are people that have been smoking tobacco.
Like you said, you're not practicing, so you can't.
I can't relate.
That's something you can't relate exactly. So you can't really say because I know people have always had problem with trying to get. It's an addiction.
Look, everybody, we all have our addictions. I may not be able to relate to drugs, but obviously I have my bad habits too that I wish I could stop.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So the fact that it's not drugs doesn't mean we all don't have our demons. We all have our demons.
What we are saying,
and at some point, I had my demons, and I wanted to stop, and it was a personal decision, and I made myself stop. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I believe if you really, no matter what you want, as long as there's the will, there is a way. No matter what you are going through in
when
life.
When chemicals are involved, I don't believe so.
No,
because they have.
But you can't say that. The mind is stronger than any chemical in this world. If your mind tells you, I'm going to leave this thing, I'm not going to do it again, you will control it no matter what.
It's a mind thing. If these people would have gotten over it, she would have gotten over it since.
I think the issue is the environment.
That's what I was saying. The West. There's so many, it's readily available, and all those social, her social circle.
I get you, but trust me, the mind is the most powerful weapon in the world.
I know, but
and
what I'm saying
once your mind is at it, if Demi Lovato wakes up tomorrow and tells herself, look, I'm never going to relapse no more, I'm never going to do drugs again, trust me, if she's willing to do it, no matter the addiction, she's going to conquer it.
No, it's easy. It's not as easier said than done, as you say.
Yes, it will take a lot of mentoring, a lot of it's going to take a lot of effort. Nobody says it will come very easy.
Yeah, because the way you're saying is that
no, I'm not saying it like, but it's not going to be very easy. But if you set your mind to it, you can achieve it.
Do you think for 6 years she didn't set?
She did set her mind to it, and it was still. She still took her mind off it. That's why she went back into it. Look, nobody can force you. It's not something that they forced into her. No, sniff. You must sniff with a gun to her. No. Do you understand? So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it like I do not care or but I'm just telling you that the mind is very powerful. If you really want to do something and you set your mind to it, you get it done.
All right, I hope that's how it works for Demi Lovato. Join us this afternoon for more and fresh entertainment stories. Until then, a big thank you to my co-anchor, Ife Oshunkeye, the production team, our stylists, courtesy of Kudi Empire. I am Tokumbo Tayo saying thanks for watching and have yourself a good morning.